So apparently, according to YouTube channels like IGN and Switchforce, the number of indie games on Switch is a problem. Nintendo is eyeing to get 20 to 30 indie titles on the eShop per week. And some of these people see this as a problem, because that makes it easier for some quote, good games to get lost in the shuffle from all the quote, shovelware. These pundits argue that certain games should get the most attention and promotion so that they get the sales and profits that they deserve, and that some forms of curation are in order, like having user reviews or releasing games so that they get their very own weeks. Here is the problem with this. There are certain games that some people want to give special treatment to, and other games not so much. A game such as Hollow Knight is a highly regarded game. By the same token, you have games like The Adventures of Elena Temple. And while it might not be as fun to play as Hollow Knight, is this a less deserving game and should get less attention? What is the definition of a great game? What is a definition of a game that deserves? The answer you get depends on who you ask. Darkest Dungeon, many people like that game. I think it's garbage. Darkest Dungeon is the last RPG that I would recommend to anyone. And my opinion exposes the flaws in this reasoning. There are people that don't care for only the quote, best indie games. Some people prefer to look for other RPGs that are pixelated, or 3D, or hand-drawn and don't really care how they are reviewed by critics. What the consumer wants is up to the consumer, not Nintendo. Nintendo's job isn't to tell consumers what to buy. Their idea of a good game may not be the same as your idea of a good game. So should the eShop do more to curate? Should there be user reviews and should Nintendo release indie games at unique times? Well, what would be fair for everyone? Because no matter what some people might think of certain games, like the shovelware, there are at least a few people that are looking for that specific game. There should be at least someone out there enjoys room in the night sky. As long as people are making games and want to put them on the eShop, what can Nintendo really do? They can't turn it down. Well then, how are games going to sell well? Have you heard about the internet? What's wrong with reading reviews of games online? What's wrong with asking other people what they recommend playing? Is that too much to ask for? The truth is, there is not much that Nintendo can do to curate things so that the so-called deserving games can be successful. If good games are truly good, people will buy them. Wizard of Legend, for example, is a sleeper hit. It's not a successful game because it's highly reviewed, but because consumers liked what they were shown with the trailers and screenshots. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below.